5 traits of people who live as their highest self. This is coming from my own personal experience. So, number 1, routine is always following intuition, not a consistent guideline or parameter or any sort of system. I don't have any task lists. Literally, when I wake up in the morning, the first thought is, Spirit, what will you have me be aware of? What do you want me to focus on? What will you have me to do today? And I find that when I ask these questions, then I get introduced to ideas, circumstances, and decisions that I never would have run across had I confined myself to some sort of system. All right, number 2. People who live as their highest self are deep and active listeners. And we're always looking for cues that match our highest intentions. So when I'm in conversation with people, or even when I'm reading things that people say, I am just like always on hyper alert. I'm like owl eyes on everything, listening to the way that people organize their language, how they speak, the words that they use, and just always assessing and reading people's energy through what they're saying. Number 3, people who live as their higher self, their disposition is always peaceful regardless of what they feel and how they feel. So again, this is from my personal experience where I'm always peaceful no matter what. Like, if you asked me, just like, when's the last time I ever felt whatever emotion that isn't happiness or or isn't peace, I wouldn't be able to really tell you like when I started feeling peaceful consistently. So just to say that, like, being peaceful at all times consistently, regardless of whatever circumstances going on, is very much possible. So yes, when someone is really self-aware and they are in charge of their energy, yes, you can absolutely consistently be peaceful at all times, regardless of how you feel, regardless of what you're seeing. Number 4 of traits of people who live as their higher self. So we're easily accessible to those who match our energy. And this is definitely one of my biggest lessons, I guess you could call it, in life, is really looking at the people who I was allowing access to, and then shifting my decisions, shifting access, and only allowing access to those who match the level that I wanted to consistently operate from. And so those were definitely those were, let's just say, they were some real decisions that I had to make to really function from a level of restraint and disengagement in order to preserve my sort of like energetic environment of upholding the kind of energy that I actually want to entertain. So it's like putting that filter in and really making those decisions around who we allow access to our energy is super important. And we have to be able to do this really carefreely, and yeah, is a thing. Number 5, the 5th trait of people who live as their higher self is that this kind of points back to number 4, but we live life energetically and not circumstantially. So realizing how the reality works. And of course, I've come into all of this self-knowledge through a lot of meditation. And meditation has always led me to experiences that have given me opportunities to shift my behaviors, make different decisions, all these different things, right? And so we realize that managing our moment-to-moment experiences in this lifetime is really on an energetic level. So I now make decisions based on energy and not on circumstance. So how is something going to make me feel versus what is this circumstance going to potentially give me? Like, those are two different things, two different ways of operating. So getting out of making circumstantial decisions and only making energetic decisions, that is a huge game changer. And just, oh my gosh, it just makes you see everything just differently. Just life is great when you make decisions based on how you feel, how you want to feel, how you should be feeling, how you deserve to feel. So thanks for tuning in to this quick video around these traits, and I'll see you in the next one.